roughly 20% to 50% exponential growth rate, consistently for the next 5 years, or do not invest. That is according to Cathie Wood. She also wants you to pay attention to AI's $80 trillion future and the $1 million Bitcoin price by the end of the decade. This is how Cathie Wood trades stock. Cathie Wood Trading Strategy tips. That is today's video. Let us get started with these 5 tips. Number 5. Artificial intelligence. Many companies await a chance to jump into artificial intelligence. Sometimes people assume that AI is basically walking and talking robots. However, many layers are involved, like machine learning, which helps with predictive text on our phones. Therefore, more companies are entering the market of AI for efficiency in the workplace. For instance, a recent study discovered over 20 million jobs would be taken by AI by 2030. That is a sad statistic for humans, but an excellent investment opportunity for people who invest in transformation. And Cathie Wood prides herself as a disruptive innovation evangelist. Cathie Wood predictions include AI going to scale in 10 years to $80 trillion. Wood says every industry is going to be transformed by artificial intelligence. Companies that adopt AI today will profit in the future when consumer trends are swayed in their favor. Elon Musk, one of many people described as an AI alarmist, has even founded an AI company called Neuralink. Innovation is driving the future with AI and now cryptocurrency. If major institutions moved 5% of their assets to Bitcoin, we could see exponential digital asset growth. But while that might take a while, Cathie believes that millennials would step in. We will share more on that shortly. Number 4. Electric vehicle investments. China is leading the EV demand globally, and its manufacturing companies are investing in newer models every time. Traditional car companies are also joining the bandwagon as they lose market share in the space. Recently, Tesla became the most valuable car company globally, beating all the gems we have known and respected for centuries. Therefore, the heat is on with General Motors, Ford Motors, and other European brands who have taken up the challenge to compete with Tesla and their Chinese knockoffs. Tesla tops Cathie Wood portfolio with over 10% in all 9 ETFs. Wood became famous for her bullish views on Tesla, which paid off. As a Musk loyalist and admirer, she continues to buy into his ideologies and anticipates bigger paychecks when his robo-taxis finally land. As a strategic hedge fund owner, Wood invests in General Motors and Ford Motors to diversify her electric vehicle gains. Number 3. Crypto market. Top Cathie Wood stock ideas include cryptocurrencies. Wood firmly believes in Coinbase and continues to buy heavily into the dip. One might argue that her commitment to crypto led to her 65% net worth decline. Of course, crypto has been with us since 2009. But it is still a new class of assets with higher volatility than other assets. However, Wood explains that millennials, who are billed to receive nearly $68 trillion in inheritance by 2030, will invest heavily in crypto. Cathie is anticipating Bitcoin's price to reach $1 million at the same time. If institutions moved 5% of their assets into Bitcoin, what would happen to the Bitcoin price? She quizzed. It would add roughly $500,000 to Bitcoin's price, she revealed. Although ARK has been investing in crypto since 2015, Cathie Wood insists that they are just at the beginning. These growth rates seem extreme, but Cathie insists that if she does not consistently see more than a 20% exponential growth rate for 5 years, she does not invest. We will share more on this shortly. Number 2. Liquid stocks during a bull market. ARK never moves away from innovation. However, there are different sides to the innovation stock trade. When the market is booming, Cathie moves with the flagship names. For instance, she invested in over 30 famous brands during the pandemic. Now with the bull market, she is targeting companies that are innovative but have more liquid. Investment 101 teaches us that the higher the liquidity, the lower the risk. In an ever-so-changing market, the environmental risk needs to be weathered by stocks less likely to be impacted by a shock wave. Earlier, we mentioned Musk's Tesla stocks. In July, Musk sold about 75% of Tesla's Bitcoin investment and use the fiat money to handle liquidity issues. That is the type of company to invest in. And we are the type of channel to subscribe to for all your financial updates, predictions, and profiles. Number 1. Growth rates. Cathie Wood might sound like someone with a risk appetite, but she advises everyone to check for exponential growth rates before investing in a stock. She explains that she checks to ensure that her stocks are between 20% to 50% of exponential growth over the next 5 years. Such growth rates prove that a company is growing in the right direction, and its stock would become profitable. Wood says that if the company does not have this basic underlying growth rate during your research, one must shun it at all costs. What are the key stocks Cathie Wood keeps in her ETFs to make money? And how much would you gain if you started investing in them? Our previous video has all those answers. Watch Cathie Wood ARK Invest Secret Stock Portfolio that could yield your investments.